Ladies and gentlemen, friends, a warm welcome to our third Ethics and Digitalization Conference, which we are holding in partnership with Venice International University this year under the patronage of the European Parliament. And this year has not been easy. A tiny virus is still wrecking our nerves, but thanks to vaccination, we can now breathe a little more freely. We still need to take care though, so once again we are meeting online in the hope that next year we will be able to visit Venice in person to explore these very important questions. The pandemic has shown us clearly that this is a crucially significant issue. Business, education, politics, the arts, birthday parties and other human activities have managed to keep going by digital means, but it is increasingly obvious that data privacy, cybersecurity, and fair information are vital to a democratic civil society. It is equally important that all digital systems and processes switch to renewable energy sources, cryptocurrencies, among others. Globally, over 100 million people hold cryptocurrency, mostly as a speculative asset. The digital infrastructure behind the most popular cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, currently requires as much energy as the wall of Thailand, with a carbon footprint exceeding the gold mining industry. Ethical values must be factored in when AI models are still at the development stage, in keeping with the fundamental principle of ethics by design. Ethical culture must be at the heart of this endeavor. We must think of AI, like digitization more generally, as a transformation tool and understand it as an agent capable of interacting with environments independently and able to keep adapting to contexts. Companies and the business world must ensure, for example, that the AI models and their impact on workers are free of bias, and that they promote industrial change without promoting social conflict. This means that the models must be designed and trained with great care to rule out any chance that artificial intelligence might be discriminatory. The Global Risk Report published by the World Economic Forum in 2019 ranked cyber attacks among the top 10 global risks in terms of impact. Cyber attacks have actually increased exponentially during the pandemic. Only 2 weeks ago, MediaMarkt was partially paralyzed by hackers. As our infrastructure operates on a digital basis and has evolved gradually over time, it is spongy. We can only guess how much destructive force and creative criminal potential are lurking in the nooks and crannies of the networks used by companies, public agencies, research institutes, and many other entities. Without adequate security, cyber attacks are a threat to the stability of information societies. So these digital technologies are, at the same time, a source of progress and of risk. That is why we should view cybersecurity as a public asset, like street lighting. And that is why, in the public interest, robust system design needs to be developed and regulated. Ultimately, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a decisive impact on the humanization of the digital transformation and related issues, expanding the sphere of influence of the transformation itself. Indeed, ethics is becoming a broad issue, and this is something positive in a scenario that has long been associated with more or less robotic or dystopian tendencies. Nowadays, autocracy are not run by one bad guy, but by sophisticated networks composed of kleptocratic financial structures, security services, and professional propagandists. And so a broader impact of ethics also means a push for democracy. In fact, the new autocratic alliance has no unifying ideology. Among modern-day autocrats, there are communists and nationalists, as well as theocrats. The members of this group function like an aggregation of companies, Autocracy Incorporated. Their links are bonded not by ideas, but by deals, deals designed to weaken Western economic boycotts and sanctions or to make them personally rich. The extraordinary movements pushing for democracy in Belarus, in Hong Kong, or in Iran, and in many more countries are fighting against people who control state companies and can make investment decisions worth billions of dollars just for political reasons. People who can buy sophisticated surveillance technology from China or both from St. Petersburg. In brief, as Anne Applebaum writes, buy Chinese surveillance equipment, accept massive Chinese investment, then sit back and relax, knowing that however bad your international image becomes, you and your friends will remain in power. That is why a European AI regulation is so crucial. It can make dark deals transparent, identify many cases of laundering, and mitigate surveillance abuse. As for cryptocurrencies, effective environmental regulation could reduce the threat of climate change and help the world's poorest towards sustainable development. All this and much more is to be presented and explained by our magnificent researchers. There will also be a chance to learn more about organizations, business ideas, and projects which each in their own way are contributing to better interaction between people, the planet, and digital technologies. We are pleased to present a gender-balanced program and thus a broader perspective on the subject. Cordial thanks to the European Parliament for taking on the patronage. This recognition is a great honor for us. A big thank you to our sponsor, Sendinblue, for contributing to the cost of the conference. We apologize in advance if there are any technical glitches or unexpected program changes. Please bear with us. We wish everyone an inspiring day. Thank you.